GPT-5.5 was just released yesterday, 23rd April 2026. In this video, I'll show you how to create an iOS journal app using GPT-5.5 and compare the result with Opus 4.7. We are going to use three tools. For GPT-5.5, you have noticed I have already launched Codex, so we are going to create the app in Codex. For Opus 4.7, we will use Cursor. Lastly, I will show you my favorite way to use Opus 4.7 for iOS, watchOS, and macOS development. That is using the app called Bitrig. If I go to the model selector, we have Sonnet 4.6 and Opus 4.7. I have already created an Xcode project for each. So here we have the GPT 5.5 version. If I go to the project selector, you have noticed we also have Opus 4.7 journal. So let's launch Codex again and add our prompt. Before that, we should go to the project navigator. When you hover the mouse cursor on this button, you can add a new project. To add a new project, you can select from two ways. You start from scratch or use an existing folder. Since I have already created an Xcode project, let's use the existing folder option. So I'll select the folder GPT 5.5 journal and open it. Then I'll go to the model selector and change it from GPT 5.4 to 5.5. With my prompt copied to the clipboard, I will paste it here. So we want to create a journal app that allows people to write about the day, add photos and places or locations. We want to provide the ability to schedule time for writing. We also describe how we want to place icons and buttons in the UI. By using the Writing Tools API, we want to implement rich text editing. We want to also integrate the Foundation Models framework for summarization and suggestions. With that said, I'll go ahead and send the prompt. While this is going on, I will open Cursor and paste the same prompt here. In the model selector, you have noticed we have Opus 4.7. So I have opened the same Xcode project I showed you in the beginning of the video. That is Opus 4.7 journal. So let's send the prompt and go back to Codex to see what it is doing. So it is still working on the project, and now the total duration is about 2 minutes. Let's go to the Opus version again. I will keep on running to fetch all necessary resources. For the GPT 5.5 version, it has done all the planning and now it has started just generating the code. So I'll go back to Cursor. That is also still planning. Opus has also begun generating the necessary Swift files to create the app. Before accepting the changes here, I will jump back to Codex. So in total, you have noticed here, it worked for 4 minutes, 41 seconds. It says it has implemented everything in contentview.swift. We can open the file here and also run the app from the command line. However, I have it launched already in Xcode, so let's open it and click on the GPT 5.5 version. So this is our beautiful journal app from GPT 5.5. We can tap here to add a new entry. You can set the location. You add your title, place, tag, and even photos. In order to work with the keyboard, we can run the app on a simulator, or I can run it on my iPhone. But I'm not going to do that. As you have noticed from the bottom bar, it also supports rich text editing. Once you write anything, you can format it as bold, italic, or underline. You can also change the color. In the toolbar, we also have some options to undo, redo, share, delete, and perform text operations with foundation models. So this is the entry we just added. I also added some other entries. We can set time to write and more. So GPT 5.5 has implemented most of the things I asked in the prompt. So let's go back to Cursor. That seems to be also ready. So I'll go ahead and keep all the files. For the Opus version, we have so many files. However, for GPT 5.5, you have noticed here, it implemented everything in a single file. The other Swift file is the entry point of the app. There are still some updates. I'll keep the files. At this point, it seems everything is done. It is trying to build a project from the command line, but we can go to the Xcode project directory and run it. The homepage of the Opus version also looks very simple. And here we have all the files generated. In the toolbar, we can schedule time for writing. Let's see if we can add a new entry. It looks like the button isn't working. That is also not working. So let's move on to Bitrig. One thing I like about Bitrig is that you can bring all the new APIs from Apple into your project. So let's paste the prompt here and go to the model selector. We have only two options. You can work with Sonnet 4.6 or use Opus 4.7. As you have noticed here, we are creating the app for iPhone. You can also create it for Mac. You can create it for iPad, for the Mac or watchOS. So let's send the prompt. If you want to build apps purposely for the Apple ecosystem, Bitri can be a good alternative to Cursor or any other agentic coding tool because you have all the frameworks and APIs at your hand. Let's switch to the code view to see what it is doing. So we have content view and all these files. You don't see the files updating as how Cursor shows it. As you have noticed here, it built the project and failed. So it is going through again to correct the errors and build it again. It seems now everything is done. The UI looks similar to what Opus created in Cursor. As you have noticed here, the Bitrig version looks more polished than both the Codex and the one we created in Cursor using Opus 4.7 and GPT-5.5 in Codex. I have a text which I'll paste here. You have noticed we have all the rich text formatting options. With the AI button, we can perform some operations on the text. Let's choose, for example, change tone. That is implemented using the foundation models framework, but it looks like nothing is changing. To get it working, you should ensure your device supports Apple Intelligence. If your device supports Apple Intelligence, you can go to the settings and enable the feature. So with the Bitrig version, we have a fully featured UI. As we specified in the prompt, we can add photos and images to journals. So I will pick any of the images here and attach it. You have noticed here, the photo upload also works. So I'll go ahead and save the journal. Now we have the image attached to the text. So you can write an entry and add your photo to it. We can make changes as well. We can remove it and add another photo. If I tap save, that is also saved to the entry. So that is all I have for you in this video. We compared GPT 5.5 and Opus 4.7 in Cursor and using it in Bitrig. The Bitrig version is more functional